Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. Welcome back to the show. 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 I'm Billy, the host.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. We are in Jonestown today and joined by comedian and producer of the show, Trent Ludzak.
Hello.
And our guest today is a stand-up comedian and one of my coworkers. Everybody please welcome Shannon Kelly.
That's nice. What's it like to be married? What's it like to be loved, Billy?
It's cool. It's not always fun.
Not always fun.
You know, it's also hard.
I think I'm going to die alone or with 12 boyfriends. And I'm a little gay now, so maybe like a girl in the mix.
You've been in a long-term relationship? We can start the podcast now, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, do the podcast.
We don't have to talk about dating people.
We can talk about dating people. Whatever you want to talk about.
There's a lot of dating podcasts out there. And
How does your podcast start?
I do the intro at the end. We just start.
What is your podcast about?
Nothing. It's an interview.
So it could be dating.
Yeah.
It could be a murder mystery. If
Have
wanted
you ever
it to
had
be
I did have someone offer to murder me on the podcast.
offered on the pod? That would have been.
We've got a lot of stuff. Musical performances.
Hell yeah.
Murders.
You could have made some money off that, maybe.
Have you had a long-term relationship before, though?
I have. From 23 to 27, I was with this dude. Yeah, it was like 4 years, I think, which is a long time when you're in your 20s.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
And yeah, that was in St. Pete. I lived with him, and it was weird. We were like roommates because he was like 7 years older than me and had all these esophagus issues, and he slept in a recliner in the living room the entire time. So you can imagine
That's crazy.
how good the sex was.
His bed was a recliner?
Yeah, he slept in the living room in a recliner at night.
Oh, that night?
Well, no, just like all nights. And I was sleeping in a bedroom. So we were like an old married couple that slept separately. So that was my long-term relationship.
I had this futon that I had to sleep on. Me and my wife had a one-bedroom apartment for a while, and I would have to sleep on this futon. And my wife would do it just because she knew I hated it. Like, it would hurt my back and shit.
Oh, if you guys would get into it?
Yeah, she would get
Oh,
mad at me.
that was your
That
punishment.
my doghouse.
Yeah.
It's the futon.
I'm gonna
Eventually,
hurt your back.
I think I eventually got rid of it, too.
What did you do to end up on the futon?
I don't know. Lots of stuff. I'm a wild boy.
You're what?
No,
Okay.
I'm a bad boy.
Oh, no.
I do bad shit.
This is an interview for Billy now. I need to know what got you on the futon.
Oh, I don't know. Probably anything.
Anything?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I can't see you fighting or getting in an argument. You're always so chill.
Really? No, that's
I'm not
not.
married
That's
to
not
you.
what
I
I'm
don't know.
known for.
That's not what you're known for.
Even with my friends and stuff, I used to get real rowdy when I would get drunk, and I would just kind of like get buck wild.
But you're sober
But I
from
don't
drinking
drink
now.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still got the demons inside of me.
The demons are there.
It's just like, I bottle them up, you know. I bottle them up real deep.
Is this when the murder podcast starts?
Yeah. You come to some weird crack house in Marietta.
This is the foreshadowing part.
I didn't think they had crack houses in Marietta. And then I saw a black person. And I was like, well,
Whoa.
I guess Marietta's not what I thought Marietta was.
Not all black people smoke or deal crack.
It wasn't about the crack. It was about me thinking Marietta was just crusty white people.
Yeah, Marietta's a good mix. Well, you're not from Georgia, right?
I'm from Florida.
You from Florida? What part?
I grew up south of Ocala, like Central Florida. I think I told you about this because the day to
Yeah,
remember it was like
yeah.
an hour north of me. Used to sell $2 tickets back in my day at the church show.
That's what I always say. Like, Ocala, hell yeah, day to remember.
Yeah, so that's where I grew up, and I like rode horses and shit. And then I spent 10-ish years in St. Pete, Tampa, where I went to college and I owned a business. I dated that dude for 4 years, and you know.
Tampa, St. Pete. That's a nice area, though. What made you want to come here to this?
Well, I was dating
Trash.
an idiot
pile.
comic, trash pile, and
That's what Atlanta is sometimes.
just a trash
Feels
pile.
like just trash chicken bones everywhere.
Trash chicken.
Potholes.
Dude, you had me feeling bad about the black people in the
Whoa, I didn't
Marietta. I can't.
I didn't say anything about the trash's skin color.
Well,
To be fair, the if you saw them up the street, they probably do sell drugs because there is.
No, I did I had a
Yeah.
friend who used to buy drugs in this neighborhood, and he
I
pointed
have
it
a
out
friend
to me.
who
one-
did. He came over and he was like, "Hey, I used to buy heroin 2 days down from here."
hell yeah. Is that more sophisticated or less sophisticated than crack? Feels like a rock star drug a little bit.
Heroin. Well, the CIA was like pretty heavily involved in crack,
So that's like the establishment drug, you'd say.
but their government bureaucracy,
Heroin, the
you know
drug
how
of
that
your rebellion.
goes. You're probably not getting the best drug. I don't know where heroin comes from.
Bureaucracy.
Is that
Thanks,
China?
Obama. The crack's not what it used to be.
China makes the heroin, right?
Well, they make the fentanyl.
They.
I'm not a wild boy. I don't know.
You never done heroin before?
Never done
Pussy?
heroin. I've done
That's how this
LSD was
podcast
recent.
goes.
We got to do it right now.
I've never done heroin.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Have you done heroin? No.
I've done like prescription, like pain medication.
Not the same. I mean, it's
No,
technically
not the same.
It is the same.
Not
but,
the same. It's
you
like
know.
it's like the Coke Zero
But
version.
it's not the full experience of going to a crack house to buy heroin.
Right. I've never
In
done
Marietta.
anything intravenously.
You just stole it from your grandma's pain medicine or whatever. You know, it's different.
Right. Yeah. You just go to a medical professional in Johns
Just get
Creek,
it. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you wear a polo and some golf shorts, and they give you whatever you want.
Heroin?
Close enough.
Okay. This is back to the prescription pills. Okay. Got it. Okay. Great.
No, I'm not saying anyone would ever do that.
No one would ever do that.
I'm not saying the pharmaceutical industry doesn't care about your health and they just want to make money. I would never say that.
Yeah.
That's how you die.
Yeah, that's how you go.
That is
missing.
how you get murdered on the podcast. To talk shit about big pharma.
It's not how you
Coming
get
for you,
murdered.
dude.
It's how you commit suicide mysteriously.
We all called each other up and said, let's wear black long sleeves.
I always
Hoodies.
wear black.
That's fair. Me too.
Yeah,
I think we're.
it's not for any like cool reason. It's just because like
You spill stuff on you?
I don't
Oh.
have a lot of clothes. I don't like to buy clothes.
So you're a minimalist. You got to fancy up your language a little bit, Billy.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
rebrand your.
No, it's not that I can't buy clothes and stuff. It's just that I don't want to. I don't feel like it.
That is minimalism.
This is from a festival in 2018,
Yeah, I can read. That's good.
and I wear it every day.
It literally says Fest 18. Well, to be fair, I was on Fest 18, I think it was, but it wasn't that actual year. Or it was Fest 17 in 2018, so their years don't.
Fest in
Makes sense.
Gainesville.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that Less Than Jake?
Yeah, they just play on all the stages.
Yeah.
It's Less Than Jake.
Hell yeah.
And on this stage, we got Less Than Jake.
Yeah, they were supposed to play Swayze's one time, like acoustic, but Lee wasn't gonna pay them, and then because nobody came, and then they got mad or something, and I think they ended up playing.
Okay. Did they get paid?
No.
Well,
Those were Billy's drunk days, so he has to really think to remember it.
Yeah, those are the kind of memories I have from that time, dude. Like they were there. Did they play? I can't remember. I remember them being mad about something and then leaving.
and maybe they played before or after.
Did you go to a lot of shows in Tampa?
Yeah. I was, oh God, when I first moved down there, I was in St. Pete, and we had what they called the 600 block. It was like the punk rock block. So there was a record store. At the time, there was like this metal karaoke bar. Then there was the State Theater right next to it. So a decent amount of touring guys came through there. But then down the street were some smaller venues. All that shit's closed now. It's all gentrified as fuck. But yeah, any given night. Or like sometimes you'd go see one set, you know, at one place and go to the venue across the street, and
Yeah.
it'd be like that.
I don't know. You don't see that as much. Have you been to shows in Atlanta?
I've been
Yeah.
to a couple few. What's that bar in? It's not 662.
Remember there was a video of Miley Cyrus ripping the bong when she was like
Oh.
17 or something.
Wasn't salvia also illegal then, or not?
I guess
when
it was
they're
legal
selling
in
in gas stations?
California, maybe technically. And so they were just like, just say it was salvia.
Oh, that's funny.
It's legal.
Probably not for 17-year-olds, but
Remember when Michael Phelps ripped the bong and like lost all his
yeah, that sucks.
money?
He didn't lose.
Remember when like people could straight up like
Well, sponsorship.
rape and assault people and still became president? You know what I mean? And here, poor Michael Phelps gets everything taken from him because dude's trying to just chill. He was just trying to chill. That's all he was trying to do.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. They released the so-called Epstein files part 1, apparently.
Oh God.
But yeah, you know,
Wait, it's out.
I guess, but you know,
They
like,
keep saying it's gonna come out.
yeah, part 1.
I haven't seen anything.
They've been
yet.
faking all these lists.
Part 1 was released recently. I don't know if it was today, but according to my internet feed, it was today.
Okay.
Phase 1.
Phase 1.
Yeah. So, but I think, you know, whatever incriminating stuff was in there was destroyed a long time ago.
I was gonna say also convenient that they released this because
Yeah, like Netflix seasons.
yeah, well they also like want to take the heat off Elon for a second so he can go do whatever crack space shit, you know, and then we'll just pay attention to more Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
And then Diddy will circulate back again. We'll just keep like rotating scary things.
I don't even know if I want to open any of this because I hate this shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
I hate that it
it's
happens.
a rabbit hole.
I don't
yeah.
want to. I am uncomfortable knowing too much about it.
I'm satisfied with knowing that I knew about it before everybody else because I was a unsupervised child on the internet on 4chan.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say an unsupervised child at a Diddy party.
Yeah.
That's how you knew about it.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
glad
you
that's
know.
not the same.
No, I just did the dishes at the Diddy parties.
Yeah, no one wanted to rape you.
Yeah, he was a back of house kid.
He was a real wild boy.
Yeah. Why don't you take the trash out or something? Can you break down these boxes for
You were
us?
a DEI hire.
Yeah, sure. I can break the boxes down real nice.
God. Yeah, child rape's hilarious.
The rest of you get the baby oil.
Oh, no.
Have you ever used baby oil before?
Yeah.
What for?
This is the best question I've ever been asked on a podcast.
I've never used baby
You
oil
never used
before. I'm married to a lady. I've never seen her use baby oil for something.
because it's like a mineral oil. So, like growing up, I'd use it to take off eye makeup. Like
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
Johnson and Johnson. It's usually like with I don't know, baby stuff maybe. Because
I have a baby. I never
Yeah.
used baby oil.
It was-
Why? Who's oiling up these babies? That's what I want.
Let's get to the bottom. We'll open them files and you'll find out.
Yeah, let's figure it
No,
out.
I
now.
think it's
All
like
right, let's look at the flight.
it's supposed to help with
logs.
diaper rash and stuff. It's like supposed to be a skin
But
protectant.
they make diaper rash like
Cream.
stuff for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. That was probably available before then.
That's what confuses me the most.
It's like a
about
skin
the baby
softener
oil.
and moisturizer.
It's like, what is it for? Slip and
Let's-
slides,
let's
maybe.
Slip and, I mean,
I think that was the last
I
time
feel like I didn't give you a fun
used
answer.
baby oil.
A lot of these aren't that clear.
Yeah, you can't even read them. I just know that Bill Clinton's on there.
Baby
and,
oil is a colorless, odorless, refined petroleum-based liquid used to soften. No one ever says it like that. Soften.
Soften.
You put the
That is how it's spelled.
Silent T.
yeah. We usually say soften.
Maybe British people.
Soften, and protect skin. Though its name uses it on babies, it can be used by adults for skincare and massage.
You don't say.
So you're saying I should be putting baby oil on daily?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Massage is a weird word too.
This podcast is brought to you by Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah. We were talking about this on Keegan's podcast. It's like,
Massages?
yeah, massages are kind of weird. You like pay somebody to like touch you.
I said that in my set last night.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to pay people to touch me now. And I talked about going to the chiropractor.
Yeah. Chiropractor. I don't know about those guys.
This one's a lady.
That. Oh well.
So,
all right.
You know?
That might be like, I think that's like some devil work right there. They're
That's
doing.
what they think. And it's so funny because I thought it was a bunch of woo-woo weirdos. She was telling me it's like dominated by male Republicans. And I'm like, that I wouldn't put that like a Venn diagram of male Republicans and chiropractors. They'd be two separate circles.
I think that's just because they got Life University right here in Marietta. It's like a chiropractic school.
Maybe.
They're all coming out of Marietta. All the chiropractors are
Yeah.
being sent straight from OTP to. I've never been to the chiropractor though. I don't believe in it. Well, I'm sure it works, but I think like the devil is.
You think the devil's driving the cracks in your back?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, Trent?
I'm with Billy.
Okay. I see who's running the show over here.
Yeah, he got to the chiropractors or like the devil's acolytes way before I did.
You'll appreciate
Yeah.
this.
No, that's a commonly known thing in some circles.
First time I ever went to the chiropractor was after I got this kid stage dove onto me at a show.
Yeah.
It was the only time in my life I've like blacked out from an injury, and he like hit my neck, and next thing I know I was like on the ground, and I woke up to all my friends like, wake up, like how many fingers am I holding up, whatever. And then I got up and the kid's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And it wasn't a big enough crowd. It was like a medium show. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to be jumping on people. There's like 1.5 rows of people by the stage. Why are you jumping into who? Into my neck, you know? And I remember the pit was behind me. So I turned around to make sure I don't get kicked in the head. And then anyway. And then when I got up, I was trying to punch him. I said, that was not a good idea. And I went to say idea, and then I passed out again. And I was so afraid I was going to get in trouble with my mom getting hurt at the show. And like, cause I don't know, however he like landed on my neck, it fucked up something in my back shoulder. Like it's still an issue to this day. I was like 17 when this happened, 16, 17. Anyway, and I legit thought I broke my back, and my mom had to take me to go get x-rays.
Damn.
Make sure I didn't.
Yeah, and I'm surprised more people didn't die at shows in like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Just
head
like
injuries are a real deal.
yeah, people jump. There's always some kid like I always tell the story like I went to see Set Your Goals play at the Masquerade one time, and they were opening for Cartel, but they were already pretty big within like pop punk and like hardcore like scenes. So all these little girls were there to see Cartel, and Say Your Goals was up right before them, so they all moved to the front.
And it's like the
Thinking-
hardcore bros behind them.
Yeah, thinking they were gonna be front and center for Cartel, and then as soon as Say Your Goals like opened their set, yeah, a bunch of just like bald headed like
I just imagine dudes like
Hardcore
overs
dudes.
like stomping around. Like,
yeah,
just, like,
exactly. A bunch of Shreks just came flying
Literally.
from the rafters.
not the Shreks. Just
Yeah.
so visual. I can't. It's like why are you always stomping around so much?
Yeah.
And then they just like fling a random fist into your fucking head.
Yeah, we had a friend who was real into like heavy like beat down like shows and would come see us play, and he's a really nice guy, but he would get on my nerves sometimes because like high school kids would come see our band play, and then this just like giant Goliath of a man would slam into them during our
Can
set.
you not
and,
give the
like,
fans concussions? Thanks.
yeah, literally give them brain damage. Like, dude, he's still got to take the SAT.
He's still gonna take that. Yo, I was just thinking, I'm getting old. It's like to the point where you sleep on your back wrong, like the futon. You're like, fuck, my back hurts. And it's like to think that, you know, like if someone said, dude, I fell, like we're at that age now where you'd be like, oh man, are you okay? Like, did you break anything or hurt anything? It's like we were literally just jumping off shit onto people
Yeah.
and just jumping into things. Like,
It's weird to think about.
it is weird to think about.
My like feet hurt all the time now.
Yeah, plantar fasciitis.
No
it
matter
happens.
what I
you know?
do.
I don't have it. I just.
It's yeah, I mean, I kind of like do my best with stretching and stuff. I think that's what it's all about. It's like stretching and yoga.
You think if you did more yoga, you could stage dive?
Dude, yoga's like a straight up like religion. Yeah, I bet like a yoga master would have no problem stage diving.
You think so?
Because they're always
We're all
super like
bendy.
skinny too.
Yeah, they're not very heavy usually.
Yeah,
I was thinking, are their bones more brittle? Maybe
maybe.
better because of blood flow.
But the joints aren't so stiff, so if they
bendy
like,
action.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think your joints being stiff and your back being stiff causes a lot of like, unnecessary stress and fatigue.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or does stress and fatigue make your shit stiff? The chicken and the egg.
That's possible. What would you do if you never needed money or anything?
Be happy.
What would you do?
It'd just be happy. I think I don't know. I wouldn't need money or anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What would I do? I don't know. Stand up's fun. I'd just be hanging out all the time.
Hanging out where?
I don't know. I'd probably be on the beach sometimes. Have some friends hang out there.
The beach?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if I didn't
do you
need,
miss living near the beach?
I do miss the water.
Because that's what I think about. Like, is I'd probably be in a lake house somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere a little private.
That when I do like
But with,
my
like-
woo-woo visualization stuff, it's always a lake house in the fucking woods.
Lake house with a boat and a jet ski.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Enough, gang, just like enough to be
Maybe like,
exciting. Not like a pond. That'd be boring.
Yeah.
Like a lake.
yeah, like a real lake. Yeah.
No neighbors.
My grandmother used to live up on Lake Hartwell. It's like right on the border of Georgia and South Carolina. It was a really nice lake. Her house had like a private like cove essentially.
A
Where
cove.
You could pull a boat in and hitch it
Dang,
to
I didn't
the,
know Billy came from
dock.
wealth like this.
No, it was my grandma's house.
Yeah.
It was a small house, but yeah, right there
cove?
on the lake. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like the biggest thing about like not needing anything or having all the money is I want everybody around me to be Gucci too. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I'd be able to relax if everybody wasn't good.
Right. If you had friends and family
Yeah.
struggling.
Like how do you hang out on the beach if
That's how I wonder how some of these people get to like billionaire status, and it's like how do you not helping like anybody really? Like you give some people jobs, but I mean look at the average Amazon or like even a Tesla employee. It's not like they're still probably grinding, working. You hear stories about Amazon drivers all the time, like pissing in jugs and working long hours and stuff. It's like, how can you have so much wealth and it
not give a shit about that.
And yeah,
So I have a theory. I think a lot of like Trent's look when he said, "What's the theory?" A lot of billionaires, I think, are all autistic.
true.
There's something in them lacking empathy or emotion for others, and because a lot of them have so much money, but they continue working. Like no one's sitting on the beach chilling. It's not
Yeah.
about what they can get with the money. It's just
Right.
about getting it and earning the money. The rest of us have like an emotional attachment to money, and it's like, well, if I earn this money, then I can pay off mom's house, and if I earn this
Right.
money, that it's like it's a good thing. To them, it's I don't know. I just feel like they're like robot people. Not saying autistic people are robot people, but I'm saying like it's
Some billionaires.
I
probably
am.
are.
you're a robot. You're a
No,
robot.
I'm saying I am.
You're autistic.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
not
maybe
saying that. I'm saying that.
maybe a little bit. But yeah, if like it seems like one of life's little ironies is that once you are like a billionaire, like the things that would make a normal person happy don't make you happy
Exactly.
anymore, or you can't accept it, like, or yeah, like something changes to where a lake house and a boat and a jet ski and all of your friends and family being like
Yeah.
settled and
It doesn't do it for you anymore.
Yeah.
You want to take over like the United States of America.
it's like yeah, it's like I never really hated Elon until he started like butting into like the White House and stuff like that, where it was like, dude, what?
Mind your business.
Well, it's like leave it alone, man. Like I guess they pissed him off, but yeah, it seems like he wants everybody to think that he's cool and nobody cares.
He's out there hailing Hitler. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. Well, my heart goes out to him.
What?
My heart goes out to him.
Oh, your heart goes out to him. Okay, I heard something else.
But yeah, I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
good look. It's definitely not a good look to do the Nazi salute while you're also like pretty vocally supporting the Conservative Party in Germany.
I was gonna say literally he, like 2 days later like is in a gajillion foot screen like
Where's,
video
like,
appearance.
We did see the media like manipulate that footage a little bit, like cut it together to make it like
One after the
look a
other.
little more damning. Yeah, but it's still pretty damning.
He
like,
did
yeah,
it.
but he did it. Yeah.
Also, I just feel like if the autistic thing was the excuse as to why he did it, they say, oh, he's autistic. He's just like overexcited and did the thing. It's like, nah, dude. Autistic people have to mask all day, every day just to get like through a grocery store. I think they would be the first ones aware that that is a Nazi salute.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have to do that if you have $1 bazillion.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't even know how to do that.
To mask.
To mask.
I mean, raised in enough privilege.
I feel like Elon had to have it together like enough.
Yeah, I don't think
and then
he's
he
that
got
autistic.
crazy.
I think he's playing up the autism a little bit.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think he's I think he's very high functioning autistic.
That's what I'm calling it.
And yeah, he's just blaming his like weird like goofy shit on being autistic.
Doesn't he has like a brother in Texas or something that runs a ranch? You might need to fact check this. Something. And dude looks like a chill ass dude. And you're just like, why couldn't you be more like your brother?
I mean, I like a lot of the things Elon Musk has done. Like he did like.
I like you talk about this whole last question. Does Elon Musk have a
Holy
brother
shit,
that
he's
is
the shit.
Yo, this dude looks cool as fuck.
He looks like
uh,
Dwight Yoakam. He's hanging out.
He looks
Mixed with Zach Braff.
What's
Dwight
that
Yoakam
guy's
and Zach
name?
Braff.
Trevor, the guy that makes videos. Trevor something. Trevor Wallace. That's
You
who
think
it
he
is.
looks like Trevor Wallace? I don't see.
No, not in these other pictures.
I love
in that
Trevor
first one
Wallace.
I
I would
saw.
hold
Bro,
his,
he looks like cocaine Elon.
Yeah.
I would
Damn.
hold Trevor Wallace's hand for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's kind of a unique looking guy.
he's just a funny guy.
Yeah, he's funny. Which
It's a confident funny.
yeah. Which Atlanta comedians do you like?
My favorite's probably Marietta.
I love Marietta.
I don't
She's
think
great.
I've ever seen a set that I didn't love her for. Sherry has been a new favorite.
I love Sherry. Yeah,
Trying to think of just
Sherry's
people.
very funny right off the bat. Like hopped on the scene, but he's been around the Atlanta scene. Like I used to kind of run into him at show. I didn't know him, but I see him around.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's been a very long time because I think Leah Marie just finished 2 years, and so they started with her. But I loved Gabby. She moved. Katie Hughes was amazing. She moved. Catherine Blanford obviously is out and about.
Yeah, Katie was here for a long time though.
Katie was like one of the first people in the scene who was nice to me and cool. And I disappeared for a little bit, and then I came back on. All these new guys like trying to size you up. I'm like, bitch,
Yeah,
you're.
dude, Katie rocks though.
I love Katie.
Yeah,
super
she was kind of when I started, she was running things. Like Foskey was around running things. Nick Murphy
Foskey's back, by the way. If you didn't know.
back for good.
I think so.
Oh, is it Will?
You never told
Yeah,
me.
I think I'm internet following him or something. I don't know. I don't think I've met him yet.
I guess the Williams aren't that close because he didn't tell me he moved back. I've seen him around.
My friend saw him on Hinge. So.
Well, hey, shoot your shot. Who else was an OG that's still here? Like Shawnick.
But saying
Lace.
that he's in the area because Hinge wouldn't have picked him up if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know his family's still here. He just moved to New York. So, yeah. New York's rough. Just like, I don't really like big cities like that.
Yeah.
Where you're just kind of like stuck.
Get eaten alive.
Yeah. I like Atlanta where you can go to I can go to grandma's house, you know. Not anymore, but, you know,
My grandma's
in theory.
2 hours north of here. in theory be at grandma's house.
Your grandma?
Yeah, my grandma lives in Blairsville.
Oh, okay.
So she's lived up here for like 30 years. And I
Let's
was in
go,
Florida.
dude. That sounds peaceful as hell. Let's go chill in Blair.
Dude, it is so nice up there. It's so chill. It's like by past Blue Ridge. We were in Jasper, which is like on the way up LJ
Jasper's
area.
nice.
My buddy rented a yurt, and that's the first and only time I've done LSD. But we were in a yurt, and he was just, like making music all week, and that was amazing.
Right. Well, get those people out of Jasper. We don't want them there.
Oh, you don't want? It's not the heroin like on Trent Street, dude.
Nah, a bunch of
Not
weirdos.
that cool.
No, because you know, because the CIA also makes the LSD. That's the problem, and they use it to control your mind.
Okay.
Make you gay. That's why you're a little bit gay now, actually.
Oh, I thought the gay happened before that, but that checks out. LSD just makes you more gay.
It opens your mind.
So how gay are you now?
Not that gay.
Okay.
That's where being gay comes from. Is the chemicals
Is
in
the
the
drugs?
water.
Yeah, that checks out.
And they know that.
It's in the Bible. I'm pretty
It's in
sure.
the it's John 3:16. That's not it. What?
Jones 3:16.
Jones. Just make up names in the Bible.
No, I was talking about Alex Jones.
Oh, okay. As you should.
You should just become the new Alex Jones.
No, I could never do that.
Why
yeah,
not?
you couldn't drink that much.
Yeah,
No,
no
I
way.
could never
Not a
do
chance. I can't yell that much either. I can yell pretty good, you know, but I don't want to all the time.
I think my favorite thing about Billy is how he just responds like seriously to things. Like last night I was frustrated at work and I was like, I'm just feeling like I've been a cunty bitch, but I was just like ranting. He's like, you never been a cunty bitch to me. And I was like, thank you, buddy. Thank you. I hope I haven't. Thanks so much. He's just chilling all the time.
No, the other day after one of my sets, like an old dude came up to me and said, "Man, you tell it like it is." I think it was at McCracken's.
Yeah.
Probably at like midnight.
Did he get the cute without the E references?
I don't think I did that, Joe.
Okay.
But I was like, I think that's the highest compliment I could give for my comedy. An old dude with a mustache.
Tell it like it
saying,
is,
"Man,
boy."
you tell it like it is.
Did you say the N word? Is that why he liked you? Or?
No, but he did a couple times.
Yeah.
After that.
And
yeah.
then after you're like, I don't like that guy aligns with what I'm talking about. I was going to say in the list of people I love is Perry, but what's unfortunate is if you're not friends with Perry, some of his comedy would have you thinking that he's like a racist, wife beating, like mongoloid, and he's not. He's like the sweetest, most respectful, chill guy. Like,
Yeah, he'll get there, you know. He's newer. But yeah, Tyler Garrison had a couple of those too. Like one time I remember a whole group of dudes walked into McCracken's while I was on stage. And I was like in the middle of telling like some pedophile joke.
oh, Jesus.
And then it wasn't that bad, you know, like
It
mine
was
are
like a mild pedophile joke.
yeah, mine are pretty you know, subtle. But then
Not like touching kids like I was talking about last night.
yeah.
You're not doing pedophile jokes like I am.
Yeah.
But then Tyler Garrison went up immediately after me. And
Shit.
and his jokes are very like you either get it or you don't.
Yeah. I don't even.
And the dudes like got up and like
Oh,
got
yeah.
mad. Yeah. We're like, oh yeah, man, pedophiles are real funny or whatever. And
Oh,
I'm like, well, they can be.
Well, that's the thing is like Perry's stuff's all satire. So if you didn't
Yeah.
know him as a person, you're like, God, that guy's a dick. And he's like making fun of dudes that actually think and say stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I like Barry, nice kid.
I've been approached by people at the end of a lot of my sets, especially in Florida, where it made more sense, but they're just like, are you okay? Like, no, but really, like, are you okay? And like, I just bum people out with suicide jokes. So we've worked on that. It's gotten better.
Yeah, it is weird how literal people will take stand up. Because once you start doing stand up, you stop really taking serious anything anybody says, right?
Yeah.
Like you take things serious, but at the same time, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I know how they got to this point from that point and whatever.
Right. But the opposite is true too. The more I know comics and listen to their sets and stuff and then find out about them personally, I'm like, oh, all that checks out. Like I think pretty much everything's based on reality. There's
Right.
just that little extra that makes it funny that you add, right? But like, I don't know, dude, some of these people,
But with a joke, I'm like, okay, I can see at least that this is not true, or this probably isn't true. But I can see why he's saying
where he went with that. Yeah.
Whereas people will just take it literal.
They're like, I know. I do that sometimes when I tell like the strip club bit. I think I did it at the show I did at Helium, but it was like people were like, "Why'd you work at the strip club?" I was like, "It's easy money." I was like, I got paid $20 on my first day just because I was new. Dude just gave me $20. Next dude, I got paid $20 for arm wrestling him and didn't even win. I just got paid $20. Next dude gave me $20 for blowing him behind a dumpster, and I'm like, you guys, I didn't blow anyone behind the dumpster.
Right. As soon as you get off stage, somebody starts offering you $20.
Yeah. I'm like, it was in the club because I'm classy. You know, it wasn't. No.
No, I did it for free.
It was obviously.
In his Honda
I paid
Civic.
them $20. No, but like, you know, so the first two absolutely happened and it's true. And then it's just like, then you add the extra bit. But yeah, then there's people like, I know my friends who are poly and like, or talk about being sluts or whatever, which I think that's synonymous, right? You fucking poly sluts. But,
For sure. Well, something's wrong with them for sure.
Yeah, it's autism. Everybody's just autistic, dude. I swear to God. I wish I was kidding. Okay. So what am I even saying anymore?
It's a spectrum.
Oh, when you talk about sex on stage and people start like, oh, blah, 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 I'm like, no, dude, that's gross. Get out of here. Fucking get out of here.
Yeah, I never really do sex, I would say.
You don't talk about being a slut, Billy.
I never really, not my style. I guess it's funny to me though when I see a comic who does a whole like nasty set about like dick and balls humor or whatever. It doesn't bother me at all, but it's just never been it's never been what I thought of. Never been what came to me and was like, yeah, this is gonna knock him dead.
It's gonna knock him dead. I know. I tell everyone Raph, I'm like, no more dick jokes, dude. Let's write some things.
Yeah, I don't even know where does that come from. Is it like people who've been repressed, or have they not been repressed enough? Because it is like every open mic is about there's at least like 15, I'm not even exaggerating, like 20 white dudes telling a joke about beating their little soft dicks. So
I think it's low-hanging fruit, pun intended. It's because
it's not hanging that low.
It's not. I was gonna say that. That's why I was hesitant. I was like, pun's definitely intended, but yeah, the hanging part, low hanging. Anyway, I think that the minute you say cock, pussy, you know, like call your mom a whore, there, because I even have like those go-to low-hanging fruit things that I'll like tag stuff with or say at the end because I'm like, this will immediately get a laugh, and it's unfortunate, but it always does.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I kind of think of a joke like, even to my own fault, like I started out thinking of jokes as like a song, kind of like a punk song. Usually they're pretty short for me. And so yeah, if there's something that just feels like easy or that I don't really love in the thing, then I just lose interest in it.
So you'd have to love your little pee-pee to talk about it on stage, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Too much shame. Too much like childhood religious shame.
You think so?
Yeah, I also think I might have been abducted by aliens one time.
Oh, that'll probably do it. I think it's more more the aliens that'll keep you from talking about your dick on stage.
Yeah, but I can't prove that, and you know, that's just a gut feeling of mine.
Like I talk about sex, but it's always like, yeah, in a self-deprecating way. Like, I mean, I guess that's what guys do too. No, some of them act like they're hot shit.
Not good ones.
And they make fun of girls. Yeah, I don't like that, obviously.
But then you see those people get like laughs and stuff.
That's what I'm saying, because it's fucking low-hanging fruit. I don't know if people laugh because they're uncomfortable or just because like, he said titties. You know what I mean? Like, I think
it's mostly because they're uncomfortable, yeah. Or they're drunk.
They're drunk.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you said, what do you say, dick and balls humor? I feel like no matter how old you are, see, you just laughed when I said it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like fart.
I was literally just thinking that. I'm like, I told my chiropractor yesterday to put a whoopee cushion under the table so when they pop, like it was just.
It's always funny, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, but there is something to it where like you've been at the open mic where it's just like, it's gotten to the point where it's just rough for everybody, like the comic, the audience, the people waiting, like
The person they had to have sex with in the first place.
yeah. And then
all of it.
somebody goes up and just says something like so shocking that it gets the whole place like rolling again, right? Like there was one time at McCracken, I can't remember her name, but like everybody was just eating a dick, bombing, and then she got up there and talked about having an itchy pussy.
Oh my God.
Have you seen this person before?
I don't know.
Because she did like a whole like almost 5 minutes on how itchy her pussy was, and the whole place
Itchy
was
pussy
just
is
like
hilarious.
laughing. Yeah, because it was so.
But those words are funny too.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
itchy pussy.
It was so over the line, so
Yeah.
shocking that everybody was like, "Okay, we're back.
We're back now.
Like, yeah.
We're here for it. That's so funny.
Like we started off okay, we got too shocking and gross, and now everyone's sad, and then it went so far gone that now we're all back having a good time again. So
Leave it to an itchy pussy to bring back the party.
there's something to that, I guess.
Yeah. I think it also depends. Like, is this girl hot who did the jokes?
She's an older lady.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, so that's, I guess that's even funnier. Yeah. Because I feel like too, the crowd just responds.
Yeah, she was older, so yeah. Now you're thinking about this
Mhm.
older woman's
That's funnier,
itchy
yeah.
pussy, and yeah, it's funny.
I agree.
It was a great set, is my point. But yeah, it was like, what is going on? Like,
No, that's good.
because normally if you're at like, I don't know, if you're at Laughing Skull, everybody's doing like their tightest five or whatever, and then somebody comes out and starts talking about their itchy pussy. Then it's like,
I know, but like, too, I know we make fun. They were making fun last night about another white guy on stage, but it's like when you see the same kind of character, the same voice cadence, the same similar material, it's like you do feel like you've been watching the same dude
Yeah.
for 12, especially if they start repeating similar concepts. So I think it's helpful when, you see someone who is like the minority in the room, whether that's age or just dress different. Or
it gets exhausting. Yeah. I mean, a good show, I think. Yeah, it should have different styles and
mix it up.
yeah.
I'm the token female on tonight's show.
Nice. Yeah, there you go.
What show's that?
Schoolhouse Brewing.
Well, I'll be honest, like in Atlanta for at least for a long time, I think there's a lot more now, but there wasn't a lot of good, consistent lady comics in Atlanta for a long time. And so it became this system where, like, if you did want to have a girl on the show, you had to talk to a select few of them, and then they would say yes. And then if something better came up,
Oh my God.
they would just bail and do something else.
Oh, the girl
Yeah.
would bail.
Not let you know.
But it was like among like people who booked like brewery shows, it was like a common theme where like you would book a girl and then they would bail because they got a better opportunity or whatever.
Because they had to be token somewhere else.
Because there's so few of them.
Mm.
But there's a lot more now. There's a lot more really quality.
I credit Lace Larrabee for all
In
of that.
Atlanta.
Like,
Yeah.
she got a lot of people comfortable and familiar with. The scariest part's like showing up. It's not about, well, for me, not being on stage. It's like showing up to a fucking place you've never been before, an
Yeah.
open mic with a bunch of weirdos that already formed cliques and bullshit, and
Yeah.
trying to fight your way to put your name on a fucking open mic list. It's
And
like,
it's mostly dudes, and they're
Right.
all joking about their tiny little soft dicks,
And
and
they're not-
then
yeah.
and then as soon as you show up, they all start harassing you, right?
yeah,
Like,
and they hate you because you have dated or banged, or that you won't date them or bang them. It's either way, they end up hating you. So anyway, but I feel like she got people not just familiar with like writing and what stand up is, but like gave them the wherewithal as far as just how the industry works and how the scene is and what to do and what not to do. And like,
yeah,
I think and then the more girls that were out there and comfortable and had like a mentor like that, then it makes it more comfortable for other girls to, so it's just like the more girls, and just keep on girling.
that class is like a little comic factory. Like so many Atlanta comics came out of that class. Lace Larrabee at the Punchline.
Yes.
Shout out to Lace. Good class.
Shout out to Lace. I haven't
Yeah.
taken it. Did you take it?
No.
Oh, you
No.
said good class, like you were in it.
No, I just know a lot of people who have taken it and
Yeah.
have had good things to say about it, and a lot of great comics who have taken it. Like we had Gabby in here; she took the class, and
Yeah, a bunch
nobody
of my
can
friends.
say nothing about Gabby, right?
True that.
It's one of the best comics ever. But yeah, no, I never took any classes. I'm a wild boy.
Wow, boy.
I started out at a venue called Swayze's.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah. To nobody, essentially.
Oh, yeah. My first open mic ever was at the Improv in Tampa. I knew nothing about comedy. I didn't know you could just go into like breweries and bars and just do comedy.
Yeah.
I was young and I was like, you got to be at the comedy club for that,
Yeah.
And so anyway, yeah, did a mic there in their side room. So people were in the main room, like being real comics, and then they'd filter, people would leave and come through the bar. So it was like really hit or fucking miss because,
Yeah. I didn't know anything about the scene either when I first started. I guess I signed up for Laughing Skull, probably like a lot of new comics do. But then E. Craig kind of showed me around recently. Can I read the review I just saw E. Craig leave on
I don't know who
on
this
my
is.
gym's website?
Yes.
You don't know E. Craig? Oh yeah, he hasn't been around that much, but
I also haven't.
he used to run the
everywhere.
Jimmy Max mic.
E. Craig was a lot of people's introduction, like every post-pandemic starter,
Yeah.
and everybody who moved during the pandemic, like me. Our first introduction to Atlanta comedy was E. Craig, because he was the only guy running a mic that early.
Sure.
I'm gonna read E. Craig's review of my local gym. Very disappointed about the new hours on the weekend. They close at 6 p.m. now. How is someone supposed to sleep in, go to church on Sunday, eat brunch, then go to the gym before 6 p.m.? Ridiculous. I like how he included sleep in,
Wait,
go to
is he being
church.
serious or is this an ironic post?
I think it's a little bit above
Okay.
because he left a 2-star review on the gym. But this is literally the gym I go to. I've never seen him there.
That's so funny.
But I don't go to the gym that much either.
Okay, he
so.
only goes on Sundays after brunch and sleeping
After
in.
6, yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday after he sleeps in and then goes to brunch.
I don't know this guy, so I can't tell if it's irony. But I'm like, you took the time to review that. Just sounds like a get off my lawn.
No, if
kinda
he
guy.
saw this, he would laugh. Like,
Okay.
he's a good sport. Yeah, no, he just used to run a lot of just like independent shows, OTP, and just one of those kind of like old school business guys. Like he sells Cutco knives, like multi-level marketing kind of guy.
Okay.
But I will say E. Craig was the first person to ever pay me in comedy.
That's what's up.
$40.
Yeah, I feel like I was one of the
It's
first
the
people.
SD card.
It's failing.
It's either failing or it filled up.
Well, let's just wrap it up here then. Do you have any shows coming up or anything online you'd like to promote? Videos?
Tonight, I'm gonna be at the thing. That's this isn't gonna be out by then, and then Sunday I'm in Athens. I guess just like follow me on the gram. It's Shannon Kelly Comedy. And that would be helpful.
Shannon Kelly,
Just turn
thanks
off.
so much for coming through.
Hey, thanks for having me, you guys.
Peace, y'all. Go to PowerPC in Marietta, Georgia for all your home, student, and small business computer needs. They got everything from refurbished laptops, refurbished desktops, gaming PCs, and even podcast production PCs like the one we're using here in Trent's unnamed studio. So if you need a new PC or a repair on your laptop or desktop, go to PowerPC in Marietta, Georgia. That's PowerPCGA.com.